Hi, everyone. This week, a game called Riven was released by a studio called Cyan Worlds. It's a remake of a 1997 game of the same name, and that game was a sequel to a 1993 game called Myst, which has also been remade by Cyan and released a few years ago. Seems to be doing well, I think, which is exciting for me as a fan and them as a studio. In between the recent Myst remake and Riven remake, there was a game called Firmament that the studio released. And if you've been following me, you know that I wrote the music for it. Working with Cyan was an incredible pleasure. Like I said, those games are foundational to me, and I couldn't believe that I got to be a part of their legacy as an amazing independent game studio that makes these beautiful puzzle-solving, head-scratching experiences. So even though it's not technically a Myst game, I really wanted to weave some of the Myst DNA into the music because I thought it'd be fun. And so nobody's really found it yet, and I thought to celebrate the launch of Riven this week, I would show you one of the moments in the game that I think is kind of most obvious to my ears. Maybe you can pick up on it. So let's take a listen. First, let's take a look at this thing. This is the EMU Proteus Master Performance System plus Orchestral. Whoops, there it is. A totally normal product name that's easy to remember and rolls right off the tongue. This is the keyboard that Robyn Miller used to write the entire soundtrack for Myst in a 2-week span, which is pretty wild to think about. And if you're familiar with the soundtrack, then you're going to recognize this patch almost instantly. Let's take a listen to that. The first thing I do, of course, is perform it live, and I ran it through a tape echo to give it a little bit of extra texture and kind of further remove it from a sound that people might recognize too easily. Here's what it sounds like without any additional processing. Then I get Pad Shop set up the way I like it so that it's kind of blurring it and scanning through it backwards. Of course, with the help of some extra plugins. And then this is what it sounds like in the full mix. Kind of sounds like a Lonely Glacier to me. And there's one more sound that I think will be very familiar to Myst players. Pretty much unaltered straight out of the keyboard, that's the tam-tam or gong. And I thought it'd be a nice kind of big bloom for when the reveal finally happens. So here it is all in context. And that's that. Go buy the Riven remake, go buy the Myst remake, and then go buy Firmament, and support independent game developers with a passion for building these kinds of interesting, cerebral experiences, because I want to play more of them and I want to write more music for them. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.